Hi, this is Linda Haas from UC Irvine. I'm one of your fellow participants for the SCORE writing study that we'll be doing using the Connect system this fall, 2011. I made this video to walk you through the first steps you'll need to take in order to get set up with your classes in the study as part of the administrative class. First, log in. Click onto your Connect composition, and you do not want to add an independent section. What you want to do instead is go up to Settings, Add Course, and the course code that you'll add is SCORE11. And capitals do matter, so it is capital SCORE11. Once you add the course, you'll now see the SCORE Administration Study appear on your home page. Now you'll need to add a section to this course. What you've basically done is you've added the admin shell to your account. So all of the recommended assignments are now part of your account. Now you're going to create your class for your students. So you add section to course. Give your course a code that is specific and unique to you. It could be your name and the section number, or the section number and fall, or whatever you want the code to be, but it has to be unique. No one else can use that code. When you create the title for your course, there are a few conventions we would like you to follow to make it easier for us to pull reports when we're done with the term. Please use your last name, school abbreviation, title of your course, and then either S or C in parentheses. This course will now appear as a link. When you click on it, you will be going into the course itself. Let's go ahead and add the second section. And now you see I have both classes. So this is what your homepage should look like after you have added the admin shell and then created two sections underneath it. Next, I'd like to show you how to add assignments. The only assignments you'll be adding for the control group are the two essays that we're scoring as part of the study itself. So let's create the assignments for this class first. Go to Assignments, and then under Add Recommended Assignments, click on that tab. And as you scroll down now, you will see several assignments here. And I'll tell you about these in just a moment. But right now, what I'd like you to do is notice the writing assignments that are in the queue at the top for each of the schools. Notice that there's an Essay 1 and an Essay 2 for the first three schools in the study, UCI, Loyola Marymount, and Santa Ana College. Essay 1 is the diagnostic. Essay 2 is the final essay of the semester. And then I have a generic Essay 1 and Essay 2 for those of you who are in schools who have joined our study after I created this shell. So they're generic assignments that tell the students that they will get the prompt from you, and they just offer the rubric and a place for them to upload the essay so that it can be scored for the study. These are the only two things that you will be assigning for the control group class. So when you hit assign, it will show it to you as a preview. You won't be able to change it because it's part of the admin shell. Here are the learning outcomes, which are all the learning outcomes in our rubric. Scroll to the bottom and notice here you can assign this to both sections at the same time, and you can set different due dates. So I'm going to have this one due, our classes don't start until the 22nd, so I'm going to have this due on the first week of class. So you can set different dates, but you can assign the writing assignment to both classes at the same time. Once you click Save, that assignment will now appear as part of your current assignment queue. If you'd like to see how a student sees the assignment, you can go up here to Student Edition. She'll read the text of the assignment, and then she will paste her essay here in the box. Remind your students that Save This Draft only saves it for them. It doesn't submit it to where you can see it. It's saving for them in case they want to change it and come back to it. Once they submit for grading, the essay will be submitted to you, and you'll be able to grade it using the rubric. When I come back out to the home page, you see that that assignment is now gone for the student. I'm in the Student Edition, so under Completed, you see here that it's completed. When the student, once it is completed and you have scored it, the student will be able to come in and see the rubric here, and she will see where you have highlighted the rubric. Now let's go back into our instructor edition and back into our control group class. We have one assignment done. We need to do the second assignment. Scroll to the bottom, and it's Essay 2 for your school. Again, you can assign it to both your sections at the same time. You can change the date to make them different. Once you save them, it will now appear here. So these two assignments are all that you need to do for the control group. You can show your students the table of contents and tell them that this is a handbook and they can use the handbook however they like on their own, but there will be no other assignments that you will be requiring for them in Connect for the purposes of the study. Now let's go into our study section. This is the section that will have a full array of assignments in it. When you go into it, if you assigned both of them at the same time, you will see that they are already appearing here. And let's go back to the Add Recommended Assignments. As you scroll down and look through these, all of the assignments here are assignments that we would like you to assign to your students sometime during the semester. The reason that we'd like you to assign all of this for students to look at is because each one of these pages that we've asked them to review has a connection to the rubric which we'll be using to score the final essays in the study. So as you preview each one, if you click on at the top View Learning Outcomes for this assignment, it will show you which learning outcome is attached to this assignment. If you don't feel like you can assign all of this to your students, that's fine, but we do ask that you assign at least one reading assignment for each one of the learning outcomes. The reason for this is because we want the control group to not have reviewed any of this material as a requirement of the class, but we want the study group to have looked at least one page from the book for each of the rubric entries of the class. I suggest that you take a little time to look through all of these assignments, perhaps preview some of them, and decide where in your semester would be the best time for you to assign them. So that's pretty much everything you need to get set up for the SCORE writing study. If you have any questions, please email me at lhaws@uci.edu. Thanks.